go for a minute. Hey everybody, Mr. BROTHADERRICK here. I uploaded a video 4 hours ago. It's only at 52%. I uploaded a video over 4 hours ago. It's only at 50%. I shot it short, but since the video taking so long, I don't know why the video taking so long to upload. But yesterday we did a live stream where I went out in the rain, and I thought we were live, and we weren't. And I'm doing the show like we live, but luckily I had the 360 camera. So that video been uploading since yesterday, and that video only at 20%. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They're having a problem with the 4K. I don't understand it, but we are live. Let me pull a live chat up in case anybody want to comment. And I don't see anything, okay? We are here to listen to the ramblings of a madman. I won't make this too long. This ain't gonna be no 5-hour video. But I'm really concerned about Kenny Winnie. So let's listen to the ramblings of a madman. Y'all ready?
And I can't express enough that the timing was also beautiful, because again, if I had installed this drywall in here, and I didn't even know you needed a permit for drywall. I honestly didn't know. I had people that told me, like, yeah, you do need a permit for drywall. If I didn't know, like, and I installed $500 worth of drywall in here, oh man, that'd have been a hurt piece for me to tear it all out, especially when I paid for it or be fined for it. So it's a good thing the trolls did go in and basically made this complaint, because again, number one, it's not going to hurt us in one bit anyway whatsoever. Number two, yeah, I got the information for the drywall, so you saved me $500, because again, that would cost me a lot of money. Not $500 a lot, but it's still money at the end of the day.
So hold on a second. Let's stop right there. The ramblings of a madman, okay? The ramblings of a madman. He's thanking Crow's people that called the state on him, that complain about him living in a garage with no plumbing, no hot water, no tub, no sink, no shower. He's thanking you for calling in on him, because he says that if he would have put the drywall up, he would have had to tear it down and then do it again. Shouldn't you have found that out beforehand? You know, when you plan something, you find these things out. When you do something running from behind, hey, Rock Bottom, that's when you find yourself getting in trouble. You try to convince us that you planned this. If you had planned this, there would be plumbing. If you planned this, there would be a toilet for you to poop in and piss in. If you had planned this, you would have a kitchen where you could cook. If you had planned this, you wouldn't be shitting in the bucket and trying to find a place in the woods to throw it out at. Because you can't keep you in the same place. It's going to pile up. Somebody going to call in on you. So you didn't plan anything. So stop acting like you wasn't evicted. You were evicted from your apartment, sir. You were evicted. Now, that's the garage door right there. You see he got a tarp over it. He is doing the place in aluminum foil. That's going to be his insulation. That's aluminum foil. What do you see right there? That's aluminum foil. He says he has to do the roof. Also, he got to get up there and do the roof in aluminum foil. Aluminum foil is going to keep the cold out. I say it again, aluminum foil is supposed to keep the cold out. You are watching a madman. It's like watching a horror flick, but you watching it live day to day. You ain't sitting in the movie theater. You just turn your TV, turn your phone on, turn your tablet on, and you see this idiot live. You see this idiot live showing you that he's a retard. He's thanking the people that called the man on him. If somebody called the man on me, I would be angry. He said, thank you. He trying to turn it around. Yeah, you called the man on me, but guess what? You saved me some money. Because if I would have started the drywalling. This man been at this place for 6 or 7 weeks, and he just getting around to working. So when was you going to put the drywall in, you lying motherfucker? You've been there 6 or 7 weeks, and you just started to work. You just started working 6 days ago. You've been laying in that filth for 6 weeks doing nothing but running your mouth. Nothing but worrying about trying to get Crow locked up. Nothing but worrying about what other people are doing online. And you sitting there living in filth. How much mold is in that garage? How much bacteria is in there? How do you clean? You don't have no running water. You know, you need water to agitate the ammonia. How are you agitating the ammonia? Are you taking a twig and swirling it around in the bucket? How you keeping that place clean, sir? How much mold and bacteria is you trying to bury right now with that aluminum foil? How much mold and bacteria on that top we looking at? How much of it on the floor? You say you're going to tear the floor up. When you tear the floor up, what's under it? You don't even know. You can have hogs and all kinds of animals, hedgehogs and squirrels. And you don't know what the hell under that floor. And you talk about tearing it up. You don't know what you about to let into that apartment. And you don't know. You know why you don't know? Because you don't have the tools to look beforehand. Because you're not a professional. You try to Google everything and go as you go along. So there's no way you plan this. So stop acting like you planned this. You should have got a mobile home. But you ain't got no money. You should have got a motel room. You say you got money, you got 2 companies. You say you got all these stocks and bonds and all that credit. You got perfect credit. And the best you could do was a garage. You've been hearing about tiny homes. Why you didn't get a tiny home? Because you ain't got no money. They got tiny homes you could get. They already have a projection screen in there already. If you want a projector. They already have it. Why you didn't buy it? You got so much money. You talk about buying 10 acres of land. Talk about opening up a homeless shelter. You talk about you gonna give money to people. And you can't even take care of yourself. You can't take care of that fucking cat. How you gonna help the homeless? You are homeless. You have nothing more than homeless people do except you got electricity. And that rent you paying, Crow people say you paying $500. If you paying $500 a month for that garage and the rent included, does the owner know you plan on turning that into a home? I find it hard to imagine that the rent is only $500. And he know you about to come in there and tear that place up. Remember now, you renting. What if you abandon it? Then you leave the homeowner with this mess. So I don't believe the owner lives there. Because if he did, I know if he walk in there, he'll have a seizure. What the fuck have you done to my place? Roberto says he makes me want to work harder so I won't be in that situation. I'm trying to understand. The man been doing this for 12 years. He been selling screen paint for 12 years. How does he get lower and lower and lower? The man went from a house, 2 houses, to living in his sister's laundry room. Then he got an apartment. And if you watch the video, he say that the apartment was bigger than the 2 houses and that he loved it. But then in the same video, he says, I've always upgraded. But he said he'll never live in an apartment again. What? I thought the apartment was better than the houses. I'll never live in that apartment was terrible. I'll never live in an apartment again. So you didn't upgrade to the apartment, you downgraded. And then you gone from an apartment, which you say you'll never live in again, to a garage with a tarp and aluminum foil to keep the cold out. A tarp and aluminum foil to keep the cold out. So you've gone from a house that sit by itself to an apartment to now a garage with no plumbing, no anything. And you come before us like you doing something. You still won't admit you got evicted. Crow's people even showed the paperwork from the courthouse saying that you owe them people $3,700. You say you paid them. So you paid the people, then why you run? If you paid the people, why did you run? Why did you run to the garage that you ain't fixed up yet? If you paid the people, why did you run to a garage? But I'll go with you. You got the garage, but the garage don't have nothing in it. Why you don't have a motel room? Or why you don't rent a room? Why did you buy a garage knowing that you got nothing in there? I'm asking the question. We know why you didn't rent a room. You don't know how to get along with people. 1. 2, you can't follow rules like paying your rent. 3, you said so yourself. I don't like living in an apartment or in a room because it's other people there and they won't let me do my demonstrations and be live all night. They complain about the noise. So you can't live with other people. You need to be a homeowner. Stop renting. You need to be a homeowner. Then that way, you ain't got to worry about neighbors. You got all this money, why not do it? Because you can't pay your rent. Why would you take on a mortgage? You can't pay your rent. My Bible says he's mentally ill, he should qualify for disability. Crow people say he already get it. They say he already get disability, that he only sells 2 or 3 things a month. And he takes that money and the disability money and invests it right back into his company. And so he doesn't make any money. And that's why he can't pay his rent. So supposedly he's already getting disability. But he spends money on stupid stuff. Like lights and cardboard and paint. And stupid stuff like popcorn machines and spend everything but on his rent. He ain't got no choice now. He got to pay that rent. That landlord come by there and say, what the hell you done in my garage? Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at it. When I turned this on, you know what I thought about? Y'all remember in the old days when we used to have the TV dinners When we used to have the Jiffy popcorn and it used to be in aluminum foil. That's what I thought of. Y'all remember the TV shows from the 60s when they showed the robots? They was always made out of aluminum foil. That's what I thought about when I saw this. What the hell, man? I'm just being honest. Come on, buddy. You gotta do better at this, man. You gotta do better at this, kitty. Yeah, don't even like you in a juice box when you in to shake it over the burner. That's what it looks like. I want some popcorn there. This man wants you to believe. And look, he got to do the ceiling. Does he have to get all the way up there? And that part, is it going to hold him? Does he have to get up there and do the whole thing across? He had to literally get up in that hole and get all up in there. Oh, man. Why don't he hire somebody to do it? I don't understand. Why doesn't he hire somebody to do this? This is just ridiculous. But let's listen to him explain how Crow's people saved him $500 and why he's grateful to y'all, even though they called the man on him.
I had to go and rip this out and do it all over again, but thank you so much. It's two times in a row they did this, and 2 times in a row they did this, and it didn't pan out to their behalf. They got me removed from a building by threatening the woman to death in there. They tormented this poor woman. And for this place that he used for basically helping out kids, and it's a youth camp and basically helping out the homeless. And they taunted this poor woman. And good thing, at the time, if we had stayed there another week, we would have sprayed that chemical into the glass. And again, that would have been a catastrophe. So
hold on a second. I saw the video where Crow called the woman. Her name was Miss Mary. She's not that intelligent because Crow called her and told her about Kenny and that he was a rival competitor of his and that Kenny was in her place threatening him. And that he'd been there for, what was he there for? About 4 months, 3 or 4 months? What he was doing for you only takes a week. But I could have called you and told you that it only took a week. But I'm calling you now. Now I'm concerned. I wasn't concerned for you or the kids, because fuck y'all. He can keep using y'all to do his demonstrations. I could give a shit less. But he threatened me while he was on your property. So that's why I'm calling you now. Now, if I was Miss Murray, I would have said, look, motherfucker. I would have said, fuck you. If you know the man been wasting our time for 4 months and you knew it and didn't give a shit, why you give a shit now? Because he threatened you? Fuck you. That's what I would have said. Now, what would y'all have said? Anybody else want to comment on that? Let me see what's going on in the chat. Somebody said, this clown wasn't so addicted to YouTube and show everything he's doing. Quote, his lackeys wouldn't have any incentive to call anybody on him. Crow, if he was on the up and up, it wouldn't be so bad. But just like Crow said, it would have took him a week to do what he was doing in there, but he was using that place because it was better than the apartment. And he was able to show his products off and do demonstrations. That was Kenny's incentive. It wasn't to help anybody. He was helping himself. But like I said, Crow and his people didn't want him being there until he started threatening Crow while he was on the premises. If I was the woman, I would have told him, look, you knew for months that this man was using us and you didn't say anything, so you didn't care. Why should we care that he threatening you? That's what I would have said. I would have said, fuck you. Don't call this place no more. That's what I would have said. That make sense. Rock Bottom says, you're right about that lady. So we already know the lady not that intelligent. Because I would have caught on to what Crow was doing, and I would have turned it around on him. I don't know you. I don't care what he said about you. Fuck you. That's what I would have personally. That's just me personally. I don't know what y'all would have done. I would have got concerned. He's threatening you while he's all about property. Oh, between you and him, what they got to do with me and these kids? Between you and him. Well, you know, he's on your property doing it. He's there and he don't need to be there all this time. We should have been done in a week. And you've been watching him, right? Yeah. And you know he could have been done this in a week, right? Yeah. And you didn't tell me, right? No. So why should I give a damn? That's what I would have said. Oh, what? The man been here for 4 months, and you know he was here for 4 months, and you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything, so why should I give a damn? Why say anything now? Oh, he threatened you. Now you want to say something. So, like I said, Kenny should have been able to sweet talk that woman, and the fact that he couldn't, once again, shows the retardism. Because I could have been like, look, me and this guy go back and forth and everything. But the fact that Kenny gets so worked up, when he talks about Crow, he gets so worked up. I guarantee you, he got worked up with that lady and she put him out. I don't think Crow had anything to do with that lady putting him out. I think that she approached Kitty, and Kitty started talking about Crow, and that woman said, you know what, your ass is crazy, get the hell out of here, get your shit and get out. I don't even think you can even give that to Crow. Let's continue on, y'all. Let's hear this excuse. Let's hear this excuse, y'all.
With that being said, you know, they did it again over here. And, you know, when they did it, bad line, if I had installed the drywall in, this would have cost me a lot of money to take back out again. So I'm glad, and on top of that, I learned something in the process. I meet new people in the process. But also, you know, their actions don't go without punished, because, you know, I was able to get the information needed to father this, to extend extra charges against the individuals that were involved.
All right, now hold on a second. Now he said that he would have had to take, if he had put the drywall in, which his lazy ass wasn't nowhere near. He been there. This man been there 6 weeks. We're talking about putting drywall in for the past 3. He said it would cost him $500 to take down the drywall, let them inspect, and then put it back up. I ain't no brain surgeon, but I know I used to watch Roseanne, and you know Dan, the drywall man. Y'all with me? Why would it cost him $500 when he's putting it up and taking it down? He put it up, well, why can't he take it down? He don't have to break it. Well, however he putting it up there, you see he's stapling right now. However he put the drywall up, well, why can't he bring the drywall back down? I'm just asking the question. Why would it cost him $500 to take it down and put the same thing back up? Maybe I don't understand something. I know drywall is like a sheet, whether it's sheetrock, whether it's cardboard, whether it's real thin plywood. He act like he had to get a jackhammer and like bust it open and destroy it. The same way he put it up, why can't he disconnect it and take it down? Why would it cost him $500? See, I ask the questions that make sense. Don't try to slide some BS past me. I'm gonna call you out. No, Dan used to do drywall. One of the episodes, they had the rhyme. He was like Dan the drywall man. They used to install drywood. So I assume drywood is like it's like wallpaper, but solid. You know, whether it's made out of sheetrock or whether it's made, you know, out of real thin wood or cardboard, it's just a sheet that you put and you make a temporary wall. Like some people that have buildings made out of brick or made out of stone, they'll put drywall over it and make it look smooth. But the same way you put it up, I assume you take it down. He making it sound like he would have had to wreck it and start all over again. The same way he put it up, he can take it down. But he's trying to turn this around and say, ha, 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 y'all thought y'all were doing something. You thought you were doing something by calling in on me, but you saved me money. He's trying to make it sound good in his behalf, but in actuality, he wasn't going to pay for no permit, for no drywall. He wasn't going to admit that he was trying to live there. He was going to try to turn that place into a house without nobody knowing. That was his game plan. That's why he never got the doors open. They never open. It's a door on the side, and that's the garage door right there you're looking at. They never open. You know why? Don't want nobody to walk by and look inside. Don't want nobody to know he living there. I don't believe he told the people he living there. I believe he telling the people that he making that a show place for his business. I don't know why he didn't get a trailer. I really don't. I don't know why he didn't get a trailer. He should have got a trailer or a mobile home, and he'd have been good to go. He should have went to a trailer park. He would have had everything he needed. But let's continue to listen.
So in the long run, you saved me a ton of money from doing an installment, which thank you so much. And now I know exactly what I have to do. And on top of that, you get extra charges. So enjoy that. Get a kick out of that one. Woo! So anyway, But anyway.
How would he have got extra charges if he was never going to admit that he was turning this into a home? If the people didn't call in on him, he would never have to go down there and tell them anything. Everything he doing is in secret. The reason why he was late getting his Amazon supplies is because, I want y'all to understand this, they delivered it to the main house. Why would they deliver it to the garage? Oh, listen. They delivered his stuff to the main house. Why would they deliver it to the garage? What mailman is going to deliver to a garage, especially in the rural area? The garage is further down from the house. It's not connected to the house. It's not even in the same yard. It's down the hill from the house. Why would the mailman come down there? He had to go up there and get that stuff from the main house. He doesn't have an address there. That's not a house, that's a garage. Right by him said he thinks like a child. And you're correct. He doesn't think everything all the way through, but he tried to turn it around on Crow's people and say, thank you for calling in on me. But in reality, they messed him up. Because now, he had to go down there and tell them something. I don't think he told them he's trying to live there. I think he tried to tell them that he's trying to make this into a showroom for people to come in there and test their screens out. I don't think he told her he making a house. Because there's no way. They would have hit him with all kinds of permits. But I got to ask the question. He talked about getting a washer and dryer. He don't have running water. How's he going to operate a washer and dryer? That means that he has to link into the pipes. Nobody going to say nothing. He would do it at night while he digging underground, trying to cut it into the pipes. What if he causes a gusher and floods the neighborhood? What does he know about pipes? He in the garage. This man is an electronics nerd. I know because I'm one. And I can tell you, almost every socket, I have a power strip. But I got 8 sockets in my apartment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 sockets in this apartment. In that garage, if he got 2, he lucky. It came with electricity, so I assume it's 2 sockets in there. I'm assuming. Might be 1. It's a garage. You park your car in there. I mean, really. But I'll say, since it got electricity, maybe it's 2 sockets in there. How's he running projectors, all those LEDs, the speakers? He got a bug zapper. How's he running all that stuff on 2 sockets? That means he got light strips. How many light strips can you put on 2 sockets? I'm being generous saying that he got 2 of them in there. Maybe it's only 1. How's he running everything off of 1 or 2? Let's say he got 3. How's he going to run everything? The refrigerator, if you ever get one, it's going to need to be at a socket by itself. The stove is going to need to be at a socket by itself. That's 2 sockets right there. That's 2 sockets right there. How's he gonna run all his lights and all his gaming and all that stuff? All the projectors. The stove or the fridge and took the sockets up. Matter of fact, I have to add on another socket because there's got to be a socket for the stove. So is he going to burn the house down? Burn the garage down? Hey, Concrete Jungle. But let's listen to more of this rambling from a madman.
All right, let's get this started. I got things to do. I know when it gets done, so we move on to the next stage. Getting the rest of the stuff finished. Let me see. Where do we stop at? As a matter of fact, I think we stopped over here in this corner. I was rather hesitate to do this, but I was getting it done. That would be a lot easier. Well, I don't think this is going to take. I mean, I got the big one, but you got to order more. Order more. Sorry, I got sniffles. I'm feeling a bit of a cold.
Now, he just said, sorry, I got the sniffles. He just said, sorry, I got the sniffles. I got a cold. Why does he have a cold? Because aluminum foil is not insulation. What's he going to do when it start getting cold? Because the weather has changed. I'm in Maryland. And Maryland is right next to Pennsylvania. So his weather is similar to mine. And I can tell you, some days we might hit a high of 68. Some days we hit a low where we're in the 40s. That garage is not insulated. He claims that he has a heater. But imagine all that air that's coming in. You think aluminum foil is going to stop the air from coming in? That's why he's sick. This is the second time he had a cold. He got another video where he sounds terrible. He sounds congested as I don't know what. This man is not living in a healthy environment. But you heard him say, let's hurry up and get this done. I got things to do. Things to do like what? Try to get another man arrested. Try to get y'all to buy some of his stuff. Because he need money. He claimed he don't need money. I'm going to tell y'all something. As somebody who was on a fixed income, as somebody who paid all their bills and only had $5 to get through the month with, if it wasn't for the food stipend and the BD family, I don't know how I would have made it. But you got a man that don't pay his rent, that don't pay his bills. You looking at a man that don't pay his bills, but he'll keep buying stuff to show you. He's that addicted to coming on YouTube and showing you stuff. He didn't start talking about a party garage until he went down there and talked to them people. I believe he told them people that he turned this into a party garage so that he could show it off. He could show off the stuff to the people and get them to buy his products. And that's what he told them. I don't think he told them that he living there. Because why he didn't get a permit for plumbing? Why he didn't get a permit to get running water, to be able to add a sink? Why he didn't get the permit to be able to add a stove? How is he going to hook up to the gas line to run the stove? He'll get an electric one? I'm asking these questions. Does he have enough sockets to run? An electric stove has to be by itself. It draws too much power. Has he thought these things through? Or is he just stumbling and bumbling his way through it? This is why he needs to stop. Right, Bible said, hey, he could have better off in the storage unit to play his cards right. He can't be in the storage unit because he makes too much noise. He's making these videos at all times of the night, Rock Bottom. He's going to get caught. The fact that he on the edge of the street, that helps him. The fact that the garage is so far away from the house, that helps him. The fact that it's woods on the other side of his alley, that helps him. If he was surrounded by people, he would have been caught a long time ago. If he would have been in the inner city, he'd have been caught a long time ago. He wouldn't be able to do this. He wouldn't be able to get away with this. He wouldn't. There's no way he can get away with this. If he wasn't in the city, there's no way he can get away with this. If he was in the city, somebody would have been called in on him. Because he out there in the middle of nowhere, it's the only reason that he getting away with what he getting away with. It's the only reason. But let's listen to the rambling of a madman. No. I don't mean to laugh.
Okay. Works everything out.
Anyway, y'all, I'm logging in on my phone so I can see what y'all saying. All messages. Okay, Rock Bottom says, heck, he could have been better off in the storage unit to pay his cars right. Well, you're right. Like I said, he been better off in the trailer park. But he didn't have the money. That's what y'all don't understand. The man don't pay his rent. That's his problem. He don't pay his rent. Look at him stapling aluminum foil. This is embarrassing. I'm ashamed for him. He'd have been better off squatting. He'd been better off if he'd squatted in somebody's house. You know, people that own a house but don't live there and it's just empty. He'd have been better off squatting. I can do it in Detroit. Is that pieces of paper? Is he stapling pieces of paper to the aluminum foil? Does anybody know anything about insulation? Can somebody come tell us about insulation? How is this helping him? Does anybody know? I'm just curious. Does anybody know anything about insulation? But this is crazy. That video is at 75% that I shot. I shot this video almost 5 hours ago. I don't know why I uploaded so slow. To the point I had to come live. But y'all, we watching this man staple pieces of paper with aluminum foil for insulation. This is embarrassing. Why doesn't he get professional help? And I don't just mean mentally. I mean the help with the garage. Why you don't go to Home Depot or Lowe's in the morning and not get some immigrants? Why don't you get some Mexicans? They come in there and help him out. He's literally taping pieces of paper with the aluminum foil. And that's supposed to be insulation.
There we go. Maybe they can get it quite nicely.
This is sad. If I owned this garage and I walked in there right now and I saw that you turned it into an aluminum foil playland, I would be having to fit.
Charlie.
He brought a trade track. Y'all eat a trade? Y'all eat a trade? It's like being in New York or Chicago and having a trade come by. It could be worse. At least there ain't no seal in the fall now. Oh, shucks. That's why you said you want to get a soundboard, because of the train. I wonder why he ain't playing no music. And the other time he playing some music. Y'all, this is embarrassing. I just wanted y'all to see this because somebody in Allentown, Pennsylvania Somebody, give this man some help. He need help. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing.
Scared people. Just finish up. I take care of my family tomorrow. I have much to talk about my family.
You gonna see your family tomorrow? Are you gonna wash your ass before you go? I just asked the question. Are you gonna wash your ass before you go? Are you gonna wear the same clothes you're wearing right now, or are you gonna have on the black pants and the beige shirt?
But I can't show you this. I'll show you this.
Well, that's good to know. He said he's gonna be with family tomorrow. Maybe he won't be here live. He'll actually be in a real house. I don't understand how his family can let him live like that. I don't understand it. There's no way the family can know he living like this and don't come help him. I mean, how could you? This man using paper and aluminum foil. Paper and aluminum foil. This is embarrassing. That's a long tray. That's the tray. That's a long tray.
We're doing this next. Getting that done. That'll be the next thing to get finished. So order 2 rolls to finish off that section.
This is embarrassing. And we sitting here watching a man. No, he made a mistake. And don't have the courage to say, hey, I made a mistake. I need help. This ain't working. I need to work something out. Instead, he gonna keep doing and going along with something that ain't working. It's embarrassing. And he know he in a bad way and he won't fix it. He just stays there. And this is what happens with the mentally challenged homeless people. They know they in a bad way, but they don't have the internal fortitude to say, hey, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. This ain't working. I gotta do better. But they keep trying to do something that ain't gonna work, that's not gonna have a good result. And they do it again and again and again, expecting a different outcome. In the real world, that's the definition of insanity. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you expect a different result, that is the definition of insanity. You're watching in the same individual. Because how long will it be before he don't pay the rent on this place? How long will it be? Has he learned his lesson? How long will it be for he don't pay the rent on this place? You heard him say aluminum foil. So somebody asked me earlier, was he really using aluminum foil? Yes, he is.
All right, this is sealed right here. Let me see. Hey, the top area right here, Doug. Pretty nice place.
This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing, y'all. You know, before my disability came through, I I was at an apartment and I had used the last of my savings up. And I was thinking, what am I going to do next month? And the disability came through. You got a man here that's supposed to have a business. 2 of them, supposedly. The Crystal Edge and the Black LLC. A businessman is supposed to have things. But this man don't have the basics. The man don't have plumbing. He don't have a stove, a tub, a sink. He don't have none of the necessities that you need to have a house. An apartment, trailer, mobile home, tiny home. He has none. He basically in a barn. But he'll tell you, I'm doing great. He'll tell you, I'm all right. He'll tell you, just leave me be. I don't need no help. I'm fine. That's what he tell you. I thought that was paper. I think that's real.
You know what's funny about things being ironic? I mean, just ironic, but put it this way. Okay, let me grab this real quick. This is what's funny about it, I'll tell you. It's funny, like, people sometimes, if they're doing bad things, they kind of set themselves already for failure. Like, they're buy things to set themselves up, to prepare for something bad that's about to happen.
Like you, right now.
And I'll tell you why. I have a punching bag that I have. I've always had punching bags, Makawakis, all that stuff around me because I train in that field. But the individual ended up getting one too also. I guess he was trying to show off he was tough. Well, now you're going to get a chance to prove that. Because if you haven't been to the system, and I have already, you're definitely going to have to back it up in there. Definitely. And none of that YouTube nonsense going on in that place. They don't give a damn. But I do YouTube. That's a different reason than YouTube. Anyway. But yeah, ironically, you bought that bag. You better train on it. You're going to need it. You're definitely going to need it. They definitely going to try you. They usually do.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't take no more. What the? Wait. Hold on a second. As slippery and slimy as Crow is, Crow 1176, Crow under hyphen BH11, whatever you know him as. He's the slimiest thing. But the one thing he ain't doing is what you doing right now. He's in his nice warm apartment, I'm sure. You got your second cold in 2 weeks in there trying to insulate a garage with cheap tape and aluminum foil. You don't see the distress that you in right now. But you worried about what another man doing on the other side of the country that's got a nice warm place to be in. They got a toilet to shit in. A toilet to piss in. They got a shower to wash the Rust-Oleum off his ass. You worried about him. This is what I don't understand. This man is in trouble right now. He is in trouble. He is not going to be able to turn this place into a house. It's not going to happen. Sooner or later, he's going to have to abandon shit. Sooner or later, he's going to abandon this garage. He's not going to be able to get plumbing in there. He's not going to be able to get a gas line in there. It's not going to happen, okay? What y'all see is the beginning of the end. No matter how desperate he is, it's going to crash on him. It's going to fall down. But he's not thinking about that. He's only thinking about how he's going to get crow. In his mind, I'm going to make this work and make all crows people have to eat crow. That's what's in his mind. That's why I say it's something wrong with him. He's sitting there talking about, yeah, this ain't YouTube, and you go into the... He's so obsessed with what people on YouTube think. Even more than his own safety. I just don't get it.
Man, but that's funny how he bought that bag. The bag wasn't even high enough to you. Your bag is supposed to be the eye level. It's like when you're striking somebody, it's supposed to be the eye level. You're not supposed to have it that far to the ground where you're kicking kneecaps. But anyway, yeah, so we got it tapered off from here to get it all the way to this end right here. And then from there, we got to get this little patchwork in there because it had to be cut up to fit around the garage door. So, yeah, for those of you trying to say, well, I'm going to snitch and tell. Yeah, I'm good with these people. And they're back and forth. I'm not saying I'm getting away with murder. That's not going to happen. But basically, I showed them basically what I've done in here already. And they said, no, it's not a bother for this. It's the drywall would have been the issue. That would have been the issue, would have been the drywall. But thankful that these trolls went out and did their little snitching. Bottom line is, I didn't have to waste $500. Yeah, $500 and the hard work and install it in. So it's kind of like twice you guys tried and you failed miserably. But we made sure we got those reports, all of them, every single one of them, because we need it for the extra.
Here he is talking about, I got the reports. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to come after you. But here's my question: how come he don't say anything about a permit for plumbing? Why he don't say anything about a permit to get a gas line for the stove? Why doesn't he say anything about being able to put in the washer and dryer? Why isn't he saying anything about the bathroom he gonna build? He's not mentioning any of these things. That's how I know he didn't tell the people that he would try to live in here. I know he told the people that he set this garage up to be a place to show off his products. He didn't tell them that he was moving in. I know he didn't. He ain't mentioned nothing about getting plumbing, getting the gas line. He ain't mentioned none of that stuff. These should be the things he should be worried about. How am I going to wash my ass? Should be what he's worrying about. And the money. In order to get the rust off you, you need to be able to have that water hit you. To get the dirt out your pores. You need to get the areas you can't reach. You need that water to hit you. Let's just say he got a rag and say that he washed his face, his head. Let's say he washed his underarms. Say he washed his balls. There are certain areas you can't reach. And that funk is still there. There are certain areas that you can't reach. Try to hand wash. He tried to hand wash out a bucket. It's impossible to get all the rust off you, to get all the stench off you. Somebody tell me online. But he ain't thinking about that. He thinking about how he going to get back at Crow's people by trying to get Crow locked up and trying to get other people locked up. They have hurt his mind so bad that he's lost it. He's lost all sense of reality. The fact that he don't look at this mess, we looking at a mess. That is a mess. This is a mess that we looking at right now. He's looking at it and not saying, what the heck have I done? I got to get out of here. Nope. Look at this. This is just one side that we looking at. The fact that he would show you this lets you know something wrong with that man. The fact that he would let you see this. This is how he living. And he ain't got no shame. He has no shame. This is how he living. This is why I said I wanted y'all to hear the ramblings of a madman. Somebody who lost their marbles. There are a lot of people like this that function in our society. And we walk by them every day and we don't know. Until they do something heinous, like a serial killer or something. We don't notice them. A lot of the homeless people, when you wonder, it's help out there, why they don't get it? They have to follow rules to get the help. In order to get the help, they gotta follow rules. They not willing to follow the rules. To be able to do what they want to do, they'll deal with this. They'll live under the bridge. They'll live on the beach. They'll set up a tent on the highway. Because they can't conform to the rules of society. They would rather live in filth, mold, bacteria, bugs crawling all over their ass. They'll take it rather than follow the rules of society. He was in his sister's laundry room. Why he didn't stay there? He couldn't deal with her rules. The house couldn't deal with the rules from the landlord. The apartment couldn't deal with the rules from the landlord. What's gonna happen when this landlord come in and see this shit? Where is he gonna go then? What's his next move? When the landlord come and say, what the hell have you done with my place? What is this? You didn't tell me you was gonna do this shit. I would never let you take this place. What's gonna happen? I'm not hating on this man. I feel sorry for this man. I hope this serves as a lesson. You got a lot of people that don't want to play by the rules. They want to make their own rules. You got a lot of young girls that run away from home. And they go out there on the street and think the street gonna take better care of them than their parents. And the street, get them hooked on drugs. I had them living in a corner somewhere. I had them turning tricks. And instead of them saying, let me go home. Mommy, daddy, I'm sorry. I'll follow your rules. Can I come back? They'll keep being used. Let guys run trains on them. Let them give them dope and give them alcohol. And they tell themselves, at least I ain't doing what my parents say. That's what this fool doing right now. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show all of y'all. I'm gonna turn this place into a palace. You just watch. That's why I say we looking at a madman. There's no logical reason for this man to be living in this. No reason at all. And if you in a situation and you thinking about running away, you thinking about escaping, I'd rather live on the street. Look at this man. This is a good lesson here.
Criminal charges that were filed. That was involved in stalking charges. Oh, man. I got cut by this stuff. You literally got cut by it. That's interesting. I'll cut you. All right, let me get this done because tomorrow morning I got to be out. It's Turkey Day. Yeah, it's going to be craziness. I'm going to be over there with family. Taco's going to be down there wearing this little tuxedo because it's my taco. And then on top of that, we're doing something over here. And then I got a couple other places I got to go to. On top of that, you have Dominicans and Mexicans and Puerto Ricans as friends, man. Everybody invites you to a get together, and I'll go to all of them. So I got to have enough room to eat at everybody's houses because they like it when you eat. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'll be there. I'm recording and stuff, but that's my private life. Wow, this is pretty interesting. I got to get a tall ladder to get up in there. You ain't going to do. It's huge. So once we get this done, we get this insulated. All this has to be drywall. All of this. That's to be drywall. And then we can put in the giant screen, which is going to be a virtual screen that will allow me to turn this whole entire section to a different portal. Of course, the screen is removable. It does strap up to the top, so that way I can lift the garage door at will and let more air in. But I do want to turn this into a giant portable screen. So it'd be pretty cool. Some kind of Starfield Bay or whatever you hear. That's why I want to get it done. Oh, tape's over there. I'm going to run out of this. This is not enough. This is literally going to be enough. I'm going to have to get...
Did y'all hear what this man said? Did y'all hear what this man said? The man talk about making sure he got enough room to eat. I've been watching this man off and on since March. I've never seen him eat real food. Have any of y'all? I've seen him eat chips, cookies, cake. I've never seen him eat hot food. Have any of y'all? I've never seen him cook. I've never seen him use a stove. Around his stove, I never saw any pots and pans. But he gonna tell you he going to all these places tomorrow. He gotta make room for that food. He don't eat hot food. This to him, tomorrow is gonna be Christmas. Tomorrow is gonna be like Christmas to him. He actually gonna get some hot food. I think the only hot food this man see is when somebody take him out to eat that feel sorry for him. It's the only time this man see hot food. That's why it doesn't bother him. He don't have a stove. He don't cook anyway. This is why this man is not fat, because he don't eat any meat. Unless it's given to him. I think he eat junk food, just cookies and cakes and chips, stuff like that. But he'll tell you that he doing better than you. He'll tell you that he all right. He's going to go supposedly see his family tomorrow. I bet you he ain't going to tell him what he going through. He too ashamed. He'll tell us, or he too ashamed to tell his family. This is sad. It's really sad. But all right, y'all, this is Mr. Brother Derrick. Let me get out of here. I just wanted y'all to hear the ramblings of a madman. He actually called this video Cyberpunk Gaming Garage. I guarantee you that's what he told them people downtown. That he's making a cyberpunk gaming garage. He didn't tell them he was trying to live there. Because if he would have told them he was trying to turn this into a house, they would have said, it's not zoned for it. This is zoned to be a garage. That'd have been his first problem. Then they would have said, what you gonna do about the plumbing? You gonna have to hire somebody to come out there and hook you up with plumbing. Then you want a stove, you're gonna need a gas line. Somebody gonna have to tap into the gas line. We can't let you do it. You've been blowing the whole community up. So there's no way that he told them. So when you lying and cheating and sneaking around, eventually it's gonna crash. That's what makes this interesting. When will the crash happen? How long can this man live off the grid before he get noticed? How long can that man stay in that garage? How long? All right, y'all, this is Mr. Brother Derrick. I'm going to go watch the wrestling. The AEW's on tonight. I'm going to go check it out. And like I say, I got to get up tomorrow because I'm going out with my family to eat. I'm going to see people who I ain't seen in years. But I guarantee you one thing, my clothes are going to be freshly washed. My underarms will be clean. Okay? All right? My feet will not be stinking like I'm sure his is, okay? Yeah. Okay? They will not smell my balls, okay? I feel sorry for the people he gonna go see tomorrow. I hope that he stand out there in the rain or jump in the river or do something. Hope he go over his sisters and take a shower or a bath. Cause I know he humming. I know that garage smell like purr butt. But anyway, Mr. Brother Derrick, y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'm out. Woo-hoo-hoo.